What's up, everybody? Yes, indeed, man. I am back, man. You guys already know. I don't talk about it, I stay about it. But anyways, man, today is Friday. And for those of you that's been watching me for a while, Friday is very busy for me. And the reason is because I have to look over all my team members' profiles, their progress pictures, and go through their nutrition, make sure that they're on point. It's very time consuming. I don't just sit there and collect and not do nothing. I put up and support my team members 100%. I am a full-time online fitness coach. So if you want to get started on your fitness journey, shoot me a DM. As a matter of fact, go and check out my Instagram, man. I have over 2 years of material there of me pulling up to the gym at 2 a.m. without missing, consistently, dedicated, and disciplined. I didn't talk about it. I stood about it. I went from fat to fit to ripped. You know what I mean? If you're interested in becoming that best version of yourself, shoot me that DM, man. High Power Fitness, high_power_fitness_. Or you could email me at highpowerfitness@yahoo.com. Today I got to touch on just a few things. So I'm going to be all over the place, and it's going to be about the YouTube Yarda, people, okay? So just hang tight with me because, as you guys already know, I got to give my shout outs before I move into anything today. It's a little warm out here, but it's all good because when you're in great shape, you could come out that shirt and enjoy the sun. You feel me? Sun's out, guns out, baby. You know what I'm saying? Don't talk about it, be about it. But anyways, people, yeah, if you want to get started on your fitness journey, shoot me that DM or email me at highpowerfitness@yahoo.com. One other thing, remember to hit that like and subscribe button, put your notification bell on all, share this channel, and if you do decide to subscribe to me, make sure you go to that notification bell and change it from personalized to all. That way you could get notified of all the material that I drop here on social media, on YouTube. Now, with that being said, shout out to all my team members, my channel members, my subscribers, my followers, and everybody that's been interacting with my channel, man. Okay, I'm going to give you guys a quick little reminder about vitamin B1, okay? So keep in mind, vitamin B1 is found in a lot of foods, okay? Some of the foods that you can find vitamin B1 is in pork. Pork is actually your number one food that you can find vitamin B1. Liver, eggs, sunflower seeds are also good sources of vitamin B1. Refined grains are often fortified with synthetic B vitamins, which you should avoid, people, okay? So if you want to supplement vitamin B1, look for the natural form called lithiamine, okay? Another one that's good for you as well is called, what was the name of that? It's benphytamine. Benphytamine is also a good supplement for vitamin B1, okay? That's a real quick tip that I wanted to share with you guys today because a lot of people are deficient on vitamin B1. And, the way you're going to be able to tell if you're deficient is because you lack energy. You don't have that energy, and you could get it through foods by eating correctly. And I just named a few of the few foods that you could get it from, man. So run it in. Don't talk about it, be about it. And if you're one of them type of persons that don't like any of the foods that I mentioned to you, go look for them vitamins, the supplements. Get you going, man. Well, anyways, people. Now, with that being said, because today's going to be a short little video, I'm going to talk about the hate, the warriors from the YouTube Yarda. It's funny how this works, man, because I just recently addressed a certain individual. I'm not going to put his name out there because, it's a dundada. You feel me? But when you think it's done and over with, you get shot at again. Now you got to keep in mind, right here in this YouTube Yarda, there's a lot of no-facers on there. So you don't really know who these shots are coming from, They could be imposters claiming they're somebody, but they really aren't. And I could say 99.9% of the time, they're a bunch of fucking fakes and frauds that are trying to stir shit up. You know what I mean? they come in defense of an individual that I spoke on, and try to create something into existence that never happened, saying that people reached out to me through Instagram or through messaging. Just a quick reminder, check this out, man. I don't acknowledge people that's just gonna come on there wolfing. Okay, the only people that I acknowledge on these comments here or requests are people that are interested in my program. I acknowledge team members, channel members, people that I'm familiar with. If you got a face on there, an actual real face, not like goofy ball, goofball, whatever this guy was a character. And then I go and look at his description, and he's got a picture of a pink, a J cat throwing out pink hearts. You know, that right there in itself says a lot what type of person this is, man. But he was trying to come at me and trying to push buttons, and I could see it. He just wanted me to come at him foul, that way he could report me. So that's one of the things about this YouTube Yarda that I'm very aware of. You really don't know who you're messing with. You got some real ones on there, and then you got a lot of fakes and frauds as well. And you know what's a trip too about this social media? Everybody talks a good talk about supporting one another. Support the raza. Support our gente. You know what I mean? I support every last one of I support any individual that is trying to push a good cause. And if I don't like what you're trying to push, I will still support you and subscribe and follow you. You know what I mean? Because that's just the type of person I am. Doesn't mean I have to agree with what you're pushing out there. You know what I mean? So, but I will still show my support. So anyways, I happen to notice I used to get a lot of pop-ups in my feed about a certain individual, and then they just went ghost, right? So I'm like curious, like, hey, well, I wonder what happened with old boy. You know what I mean? Because like I said in the past, I'm going to tell you guys today, you know, I really don't view too many channels here. I mean, there's guys that reach out to me and shoot at me and claim that I watch this, and that. I don't. I really don't. You know what I mean? And then there's this one triple OG, some fucking lame. I don't know his name, but talking about, oh, I'll pull up, get whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. Well, you know, I've already said where I'm going to be at. I'm at all of my neighborhood functions. You know what I mean? But anyways, that's here nor there. You know what I mean? I'm not going to incriminate myself here on social media. And it seems like that's what these people do. But anyways, the individuals, man, you know, I notice them. There's no more feed. I don't see nothing popping up on my end. So I get curious about them. Like, hey, what's going on with this guy, man? I wonder why he hasn't been popping up. You know, so I go and look into it, and I try to look into him. This individual got me blocked. So I said, fuck, I don't know what I did wrong to this cat, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? I hate to say it, but this day of generation, they're built differently. They truly believe that this is the way behind social media. You know, I really don't care who blocks me or unsubscribes from me. All bullshit aside, you know what I mean? Because I'm at the end of the day, I'm going to keep being me and supporting what I believe in. And I'm supporting anybody that wants to better their health and better themselves, you know, and break limited beliefs, you know. And anybody that wants to try to work on their overall physical appearance, that's what I do, you know. I help people change their lives as far as, you know, health-wise and stuff like that. Or something that I could help them with if they're going through a struggle that I could relate to, you know what I mean? I will assist them the best that I could, you know what I'm saying? But it's a trip, man. These people, they live a life behind this social media. I find it hilarious, you know what I mean? I find it comical, because you got these supposed triple OGs. Oh, not that triple OG, this triple OG. Get whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. They try to play the part as this mean old warrior, you know what I mean? I find it humorous, you know what I mean? And then I can't really react to it, because it's like they want a reaction from you. That way they could report you, you know what I mean? So I just stay the way I am. And most of the time I won't even reply to them. I'll give them a heart, you know what I mean? Kill them with kindness, I guess that's what they say, right? But at the end of the day, I'm laughing at you. And you know what individuals I'm talking about, because you guys will be viewing my channel. You know what I mean? So anyways, the message for today, man, all the people out here on the YouTube Yarda, be aware. There's more fucking snakes, fakes, and frauds out here in the YouTube Yarda than there is behind them walls. And I'm telling you this from experience, man, because I did time behind them walls. I did time when the shit was active. I lived that life. And you guys are trying to live the life that I lived out here on social media. It doesn't work that way. You know, I mean, you could claim anything that you want, especially nowadays. You could, like I said, you could identify as a cat, you know what I mean? And I guess we have to grow with it now. It's crazy the way this world has become. But anyways, I just wanted to address that to all the people, the YouTube Yarda and the Yaveros on the Yarda. And like I said, I make light of this stuff, man. I find it comical. And once again, this YouTube is therapeutical for me. You know, it's entertainment, man. You guys that are getting your panties in a ruffle and trying to stir shit up, it doesn't work on this end with me. You know what I mean? You can say all you want. What you put out here on social media, the way you try to shoot at me and all that, carries no weight. I mean, there's a couple cats that I told them to email me their phone number. That way we could hop on the phone call. You know what I mean? We jump on the horn. They never got back to me. Why? Because more than likely the person that they were trying to claim, they really aren't. You know what I mean? It could have been some little kid or something. You know. And then one other thing too, man. This goofy dude, he talks in a certain vernacular that I'm very familiar with. But then nowadays it may be kind of hard to identify because there's so many people trying to be other than their own race. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. You fools out here sagging, using that word that I don't use, that N word, because it's not in my vocabulary. Never has been, never will be. With your guys' fucking crazy ass haircuts. They call them Edgars, but I know them as bowl cuts. Because that's the way my Chino buddies used to get their haircuts when we were younger. Their jefitos would just drop a bowl on their head and trim right around. There you go. So I guess they just renamed it, gave it a new label, just like with everything in life nowadays on social media. People are reinventing the wheel all different ways. But no matter how you look at it, it's still circular. Has a circumference to it. You know what I mean? But anyways, people, that's enough rambling now, man. I just wanted to come on here real quick. Like I said, this is going to be a short video. If you guys want to get started on your fitness journey, shoot me a DM or email me at highpowerfitness@yahoo.com, man. There ain't nothing to it but to do it, baby. Don't talk about it. Be about it. Now, with that being said, make sure you put that like or whatever you want to do. Thumbs up or thumbs down. Just put your notification bell and all. Take it off of personalized and put it on all. That way you get notified. Whether you like my content or not, you'll get notified and then you can pull up and start wolfing like you guys are good for. And I'm not referring to the righteous ones here on the YouTube Yarda, because we all know who they are. We're referring to the funny bunnies. And you know, the trolls. The net bangers, whatever you guys want to call them. I don't care. Call it whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? Well, anyways, with that being said, get up and get yours, baby.